Are you looking for an extra special gift for someone? Well, today we are making the cutest frame that will hold a family picture, a quote, or a printable design. Hi everyone, welcome back to Summer Hill. Today is day 8 of the 12 Days of Christmas DIYs. And today I'm excited to show you how to make a little frame for printables and art that you can convert into an ornament. You can hang it anywhere in your home. It would be a great gift. I'll show you how to bring this design to life. So let's grab some supplies and get started. For this project, you will need some round wood pieces, some wood beads, ribbon, a printable of some sort or picture, Mod Podge, scissors, and twine, and rub and buff. Now let's get started crafting. Okay, so I'm excited to show you this DIY because you can personalize this with a family picture, or you can do one of my printables. So I'm using my swan here, and I actually have him printed on a sheet so you can print him 4 times and at the right size if you get all the supplies that I'm using in this DIY. So I'll be sure to add this to my swan listing on Etsy, and I will link that in the description. So now that we know the supplies we need, let's start by decoupaging this swan onto this small piece of wood. The first thing I like to do is just go ahead and cut out one of the swans, center it over the design. Okay, next we're going to just trace around the piece of wood, and then we're going to take the scissors and we're going to cut on the inside of the line. Okay, next we're going to decoupage the whatever you are choosing, the swan or art. We're going to decoupage it to this piece of wood. And the way I do that, I first apply the decoupage to the wood. Then I also apply the decoupage to the paper like so. And then I stick them together. Now let's add the beads around the edge. Now you can paint these beads beforehand, or if you don't mind them being a little homemade, rustic look, you can paint them afterwards. I'm going to paint them afterwards, but an easy way to paint these is to string them and hang them and spray paint them. Okay, so the way I add these beads is I start right here just to the right of the center, and then I go all the way around and I end close to the center. These beads will not make a full circle, but we're going to hide that with a bow. So let's lay these on the table so they're easy to get to. Now place a drop of hot glue on the wooden ball, and then place the wooden ball on your art piece around the edge. Repeat this all the way around until you get back to the top. Now I've got them all on there, and as you can see right here, there's like a little bit more of a gap, but we're going to cover that with a ribbon. But first we're going to paint this with the rub and buff. Okay, so we've got this part done. So next, all we need to do is add the bow and the hanger on the back. So for the next part, I have a bow. It's probably one of my favorite bows to make, and I need a little bit of twine to do that. So let's grab some twine, and it doesn't matter what color it is because you're not gonna be able to see it. But cut you off a piece of twine, a pretty long piece. That's probably 7 to 8 inches. And then you're going to cut a piece of ribbon. I'm using 5/8 inch. Okay, so you basically create 2 ears, trim that, and then I'm going to tie them together.
Next, you cut another piece of ribbon and tie it on for the tails.
And then you turn it over and you check and make sure that's centered. So our tail is looking really good. Okay, so the next thing is I use a smaller ribbon to cover that. So again, you place this over it, bring it around to the back, cross it over in the back, and then tie it. So now we just trim all of this excess ribbon and twine. And then you have a bow. So now we're gonna add this to the frame with some hot glue.
Now cut another piece of ribbon and we'll add it to the back for the hanger.
I'll use 1 dab of glue here and go ahead and stick this one on. Let that one dry, and then I'll do another one and stick it on and press it down. Okay, it's all finished. So now we just need to put it on the Christmas tree.
Are you ready to give this DIY a try? Please comment below if you would try this DIY and what you would put inside. Would you put a quote or a family picture or whatever fun ideas you may have? I would love to hear in the comments. So please subscribe and ring the bell, because tomorrow night I have another DIY that's a part of the 12 Days of Christmas DIYs. And I thank you so much for joining me here today, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!